My lovely Scorpios. So, a lot of you are going through a radical rebirth, and you're going to be feeling really, really sensitive this week. Real sensitive. You may even feel like you need extra love, extra support. Some of you, if you are single, you're going to wish that you were booed up. Why couldn't that come out right? You're going to be wishing that you were booed up. You are going to need someone to hold you. And for the Scorpios that are in a relationship, you can be taking your relationship to the next level. In other words, some of you can be getting proposed to this week. You can get a lot of affection too. Something new. You're going to be craving something new. You're going to be sensing that something new is coming into your life. And generally, for you Scorpios, you're going to have it where people like bi-curiously live through you, or people are going to be extra nosy. All right. Especially if you're on social media, you're going to have people that, it's actually positive. If you have people that are reflecting over their life and their choices, it just means that you set a really good example for people. You make people feel like they're not really living. So if you have people spying on you, this is the reason why. If you're always wondering why people always watching me, some of you may even have it where you're on Instagram and there's people in your stories, but they don't comment, they don't like. And it's because they're very, very inspired by you. And if you are a Scorpio that has like great words or quotes that you post, it's like people are learning. People are trying to see exactly where you are at. And there can also be people that are just coming onto the spiritual journey themselves. So a lot of things that you could have been posting or talking about, they're just starting to understand it now. Like they're just starting to become awakened. So just know that whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because people learn from you. All right. And some of you dress really nice. A lot of people like the way you dress. Like you're coming into your own. I feel like your life is going to feel way more settled. Your life is going to feel way more balanced. If you felt like you were scattered, if you felt like you were scared, if you felt like you didn't know what was going to come of your life, even as early as last week, even as early as like 5 days ago, some of you could have been feeling these emotions. You are going to feel way more balanced. You're going to feel way more blessed. All right. And I'm going to do 2 piles. I feel like I have to. For some reason, I feel like I'm speaking to Scorpios that are completely single, and then Scorpios that are in a relationship. So I'm going to do 2 different spreads. If you are single, you're going to be really like sad. You're going to feel like you're not getting the attention that you want. Like you want to get more attention. You want to attract in more, and you feel like you're at a stumbling block. Like you feel like your love life is boring and your prayers aren't being answered in love, and you can feel alone, and you can also be healing at the same time. For you, okay, I know what I'm going to do. For you, these are my 2 pals. For you, you feel like your life is just moving too slow. You can feel really, really bored. You can feel really tired. You can feel really stressed out when it comes to work. Some of you, if you are a single Scorpio, you feel like you're very, very overwhelmed with work. That's another thing too. Sometimes when you're stressed, you wish you had a lover, because it's like, damn, if I was with my lover, I would just ask them to wrap me up in their arms right now. But it's like you can be going through all the emotions and going through everything all by yourself. But just know that for you single Scorpios, you have a breakthrough that is coming by the end of November. So you are going through a transformation. Some of you have been feeling trapped a lot. Some of you, if you're single, you haven't really been outside or spending that much time around people. You can just be in isolation, and the only people that you really go around is just your family. All right. You could be in a place where you are trying to attract in. So if you do run to the store, if you do run to the mall, you may notice yourself wanting to dress up, wanting to spruce up your wardrobe, wanting to put on just a little bit of makeup, just a little bit, and see if you can attract in someone, because you want to be booed up. And it's crazy because you could want to be booed up and there could be people around you that are like jealous of your singleness. Like, dang, you don't have to go through the headaches or the stress because you're single and you seem so free. So that's you right there. And then if you are in a relationship, if you're a Scorpio, you're in a relationship, just know that there's going to be huge breakthroughs in your relationship. Just like your partner can be going through a lot. And they could have been keeping a lot of what they're going through on the inside. And now it's like they're going to be opening up to you more. They're going to be venting to you more. They may even break down and cry about things that they know they need to let go, but it's just so hard for them. All right. So, and they can also be going through like financial issues or people who can owe them money. They could have helped people. They could have loaned people money, and it's like everything that they've been through is coming up the surface, and it's coming up because it needs to be released. You know, this could be like a connection where you guys are on and off and on and off, or there's times when they were like closed down and you were wondering, why are you so closed off? And it's because they were really, really stressed out. They can also think you're bougie. They can think you're bougie, or there could just be people for you. There could just be people around you who feel like you're very, very bougie now. Like, you seem well put together, you know, people see you. For you, if you're in a relationship and you carry yourself really, really nice, like you put yourself together really, really good. Some of you have a good paying job. You can have a professional career that you have to travel to. Others of you, you could be a business owner, but people feel like you look put together. There can also be people who may roll their eyes at you. And if they roll their eyes at you, it's only because you intimidate people. You could be very intimidating. People can be very threatened by how put together you are, and the fact that you have somebody in your life that makes you happy. You can rub people the wrong way just because you're yourself. So being authentic, being in your truth, it's going to make people very, very angry. So it's almost the opposite of the single Scorpio. Some of you may have Sagittarius in your chart, or you can come off as like a charmer and very fiery. People may mistake you for a fire sign, you know, but I just feel like Scorpios are very passionate. So when you speak, you might be very, very passionate. You can also be very assertive or dominant at times. So you have like an authoritative approach when you speak to people. So it's almost like you can threaten people. You can intimidate people. Some people may even wonder if you look down on them because you're doing so good and they're not. All right. So for you, you're going to be making your goals, especially when it comes to financial goals. You're going to be really good with like paying down on bills. Some of you can work at a computer screen, because I just see you on a computer screen and like typing a lot. So if you wanted to get through your work and you wanted to get some extra rest or catch up on your show or spend time with your kids or your grandkids, for some of you, you're going to have time to do that this week. You have a new approach to life and a new approach to love, especially if you are going through communication barriers with your partner. You're going to have a breakthrough that brings your connection way more peace and way more harmony in your connection, because you're going to get through the parts that you weren't able to get through before. You could have been with this person during retrograde, or you could have had a brief separation of retrograde, your relationship breaking down and arguments about little things that it's like, what are we arguing about again? You're going to notice that this begins to fade away. A matter of fact, the retrograde is ending. That's probably why, or it ended. It could have just ended. And you're going to notice that you bond closer to your partner, and your partner is like a big baby, by the way. You know, they're gonna want like your nurturing feminine love a lot. You're gonna notice that, and it's because they're very, very vulnerable. Let me just break this person down a little bit more. When you do have revelations and things do show up and come up to the surface, it's like you go through an awakening. When you go through awakening, you wake up to the truth of what's been holding you back, what's been holding you down, what's been, you know, messing with you. And this person is going through that. And if they seem a little bit more needy or like vulnerable, extra vulnerable and sensitive, it's because they had this awakening and they're going to need your comfort. All right. So let me pull some cards. For you, your intuition is going to be at its highest, especially when you get around people. So if you have a feel about somebody, like this person is going through this, maybe they need a nice word of encouragement, listen to your intuition. If you feel like, oh, this person's energy is just too dark, let me move away, listen to it. Your guides are going to be very, very close to you, and you're going to be highly protected, and your third eye is going to be really, really open. All right. So for my single Scorpios, you could be traveling. You could be traveling. You could be taking a break. You can be moving on from what no longer serves you. Yep. If you're a completely single Scorpio, you released some toxic connections that you were a part of. Even with you single Scorpio, some family members you could have released yourself from. All right. And you're moving in a positive direction when it comes to your love life. You could be tired of emotionally unavailable people. You could be tired of being in situationships that don't go anywhere. It's like you want to be in a commitment. You want a boyfriend. You want a girlfriend. You could have been struggling with this for a while, and it could have been affecting the way you see yourself. Like you could have been fixed on your appearance. Why do I not attract in? Like, do I need to do more to my appearance? So you're going to be really big on your appearance and making yourself more appealing to attract in the type of person that you want. Like you're going to be in a place where you are putting yourself back out there again, and you're tired of friends with benefits. And if you're in a relationship, yeah. If you're in a relationship, judgment and truth, you two are going to be preparing for the future. Some of you preparing for parenthood. You could be about to get your body ready in order to have kids. You could be at a place in your relationship where you cleared karma. And some of you, this could have been the most difficult relationship that you've ever been through. Like the beginning phase of your relationship could have been very, very toxic, or like very intense push and pull. And you two are finally getting to a place where you can have a firm foundation and things are more balanced because you are learning how to communicate with each other more effectively. One person could have been really closed down and, isolated. You could have been really spontaneous and outgoing, and you had to find ways to compromise or get through to your person. And now you two are going to be focusing on your destiny. Even like, where do you want to move? Where do you see yourselves living? You could be, going through your finances, trying to see if you have enough money in order to take a vacation. In this connection, somebody could probably want to quit their 9-to-5 and start their own business. So you're going to be in a place of looking forward to the future with each other. And I want to tell you that this energy is going to carry you through the rest of this year. All right. Where you two are way more driven in the future, and you've healed so much of the past. Like you both could have came into this relationship with emotional baggage or things from the past. And that could have been holding you back or creating a block in your relationship where you two just were misunderstanding each other, and it could have created some emotional distance. Now your person is in a place where they feel brave enough. This is why you can't force somebody into an awakening, by the way. Your person is in a place where they're ready to confront whatever is going on in their heart or what's been going on in their past. They're ready to confront it. So you're going to see another side of your partner. And when they come out of this, holy cow, you're going to be so happy when they come out of this. Like they're going through it now. So it's like they're probably just going to need your support. But when they come out of it, it's like you have a brand new polished man or a brand new polished woman. And you guys are going to be way closer as friends. It's like you're going to be friends and lovers. All right. So for you singles, yeah, for you singles, you're withdrawing from someone who you felt as if could have put a curse on you. You could have felt like you were just stuck to this person and you don't know why. You wondered if they could have used the love spell on you. And you're going over the mistakes that you've made. You could have feel as if you wasted your time with certain people, and that really, really hurts you. And you're starting a brand new beginning when it comes to love. And you do have a twin flame coming towards you for this brand new beginning. All right. And then for the ones that are in a relationship, see, the biggest thing, you guys are really like planting a firm foundation. See, illusions were blocking this connection in the past. So there's judgment. Whatever was blocking your connection, whatever you guys were going through, it could have been really like depleting you both, making you both exhausted to try to get through to each other. And yeah, your person is going to reach a breaking point where they're going to break down, you know. And you guys may have to create boundaries with outside influences, like your friends trying to get into your relationship. You know, if there was like exes or baby mothers, baby fathers, it's like you creating boundaries for your relationship so that it can be stronger. All right. Because could have been like you could have had outside influences that were causing your connection to be very, very stressful. And if somebody had to leave the other person, like suppose you could have been with somebody and they had to leave their ex, they had to leave their child's mother, child's father, that person felt rejected and it could have caused like some drama. So some drama and some stress. So now they're awakening to the truth. Yeah. See, you had karma to clear in this connection. They are awakening to their truth. They're clearing their karma. You're going to have a confession from this person. And you guys are going to be planning for the future. And they're going to be fantasizing about a future with you. All right. And for work, some of you could be buying new work clothes and jewelry. Like you could be, and if you're like a nurse, you could be buying new scrubs, Crocs. Yeah, you're holding on to a position. I knew it. You have a breakthrough with finances, something that you've been trying so hard to work on. You've been trying to get to the next level, or you've been trying to like attract in more money, and you have a breakthrough when it comes to your career. Some of you may have to leave another job in order to find one that's more stable, and you've been looking for a more stable job that pays you better. And it's like you have to leave something that you actually like, but it just wasn't paying you what you want. So it's like bittersweet. So you're coming to a completion when it comes to work. So I'm going to go on to the extended, your overall energy for this week. Yeah, the end of a tough cycle. Things closing out. Your overall energy for this week is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Like things are going to start to finally be clear for you. So on the extended, I'll do a full spread on your person if you're in a relationship, and if you're going through separation, I'm going to do a full spread on the new person coming into your life, as well as more work messages and messages about your family. I send you so much love and light, Scorpio.